Coming at you with another banger, Miracle Pressure Washer. Today, me and my wife, I got my wife with me. We got a Pavers seal job, me and my wife. See, it's dirty. Got mold, dirt in the middle of them pavers. We gonna clean it up, me and my wife. Y'all stay tuned. My wife blowing it up, blowing everything off. Yeah, seal job today, man. We using sealing lock today. I had to strip inside of the breezeway. Right here, I'm using a sodium hypochlorite to kill all the dirt, all the algae, all the green that's gonna eat it up. So I'm pre-treating the pavers, pre-treating all the pavers, and my wife's gonna put some seal down inside the inside of the porchway because it has to be stripped. That part has seal on it, and we're gonna strip that part. Right here, I'm wetting up all the grass, making sure I don't kill no grass with the chlorine that I use. So I'm making sure we don't kill no green. Yeah, man, Miracle Pressure Washing, pavers and sealing. Right here, my wife is surface cleaning everything. After the sodium hypochlorite ate everything up, she come back and surface clean everything. I'm holding the cord for it won't be in her way. My wife out here, man, she love it. I love it too. I love when she work. For real, it helped me out. But she love doing paver sealing, man. So we here, man. And she go both ways. You know, we come back and hit it. We go east, west, north, south. Like I said, we go both ways. Talking to the customer right there. But yeah, she go both ways, come back and go the opposite way. Take her time. It speeded up, but she was going slow. I just speeded up. Y'all don't want to see no 5 hours of video. Yeah, man. So like I said, we pre-treated. Pre-treated is before. We pre-treated everything, and we came back and surface cleaning. So prepping part of pavers or you sealing is mostly the hardest part of the job. It's just getting the concrete real clean and prepping it. The sealing part is not that, it's not that hard, especially if you have a pail sprayer, and that's what we're using, not a pump sprayer. So it makes the job a lot easier. The pump sprayer, I guess it'll work. I never really used it. I went ahead and bought me a pail spray off rip because I just didn't want to go through all that difficulty stuff that I be hearing about those pump sprayers, how they go out on you, how they leave lines. You have to keep buying them over and over again. I just say, hey, I might as well just go ahead and buy me a pail sprayer, man, so I don't have to worry about that. It run off a battery. As long as you clean it out every time after you use it, with that seal, you have to clean it right immediately after. So I have my pine saw, so we clean right after. So right here, I'm rinsing everything down after my wife surface cleaned everything. I'm rinsing to get all the excess dirt, all the extra sand that came up. We're gonna re-sand it as well. So getting all the excess sand that came up, we gotta re-sand it to make sure these pavers are still intact. They still are strong and not loose. So we can go ahead and re-sand those joints in the spots that basically need to be sand. So yeah, right here I'm rinsing everything up real good. It was windy, man. It was real windy. So when I was sealing, I had to make sure I was close to the ground. And I had a couple spots I had to hit with the turbo nozzle because they didn't want to come out. A couple spots I had to hit with the turbo nozzle that didn't want to come out. And like I said, we had to strip in the inside of the walkway because this job had been sealed maybe like 9 years ago, but inside is closed. So the seal was still kind of, when I did my seal test, the water sat on top of the paver. So I said, I'm not going to take a chance. I went ahead and just stripped it anyway. I didn't charge them for that part because it's not that big. So right here, we're sanding the joints, all the joints that need to be sanded. We sanding the joints. I'm applying the sand and my wife is pushing the sand in with the broom. And then we'll come back and wet sand it to try to get all that excess sand off the top, because when you seal, you don't want to have your sand up too high. You don't want to have your sand up too high. So when you wet sand, that kind of gets your sand down in the pavers. It's a certain spot where you want your sand. You don't want your sand up high, and then it doesn't look good if you have it high in certain spots and then low in certain spots. The customer is gonna say, why is it looking high here and not high there? So you want to get your sand down in the joints. So the wet sanding will get the sand down. Like right here, you can see the sand is still on the top of the joints. So you come behind and wet sand to make sure that the sand goes down in the joints. So wet sanding is important. Right here, I'm gonna strip I let it sit for an hour, and then I came back and hit it real good with the surface cleaner and got all that seal. You see all that seal came up? Yep, so it did have a lot of seal. So I came and hit it with the surface cleaner. Right here, we still sanding. I'm starting to wet sand it in the joints. My wife getting all that excess sand at the bottom, and I'm just sanding it in, wet sanding it in the joints to get it down. See right here, the sand is going down in the joints. So you want to get that sand off the top. You don't want it sit. Look at the boss lady. See, she on me. All right, get it. Go ahead. You got that. You know, go ahead, boss lady. You got that. Look at my baby. I love my wife now. That's my ride or die. Love her. That's why I married her. God is good. Two better than one. But most of the time, I ain't going to even lie. Shh, don't say nothing. She be right most of the time. Dang. Y'all gonna say nothing. I hope she don't watch this video. But yeah, I love her. That's my baby. She with me. You know what I'm talking about? It is what it is. But you need you a good woman on your team, man. I'm telling you. Especially on these jobs like that. My wife slowed me down a lot because I move fast. I just go, 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 go. So sometimes I have to just get her the throne. I have to, here you go, honey. Go on, you do it. Because she be talking about, what about right there? What about right there? What about right here? I'll be like, man, you should have stayed home. But no, she shouldn't, because I need my wife. I really do. I ain't going to sit here and lie, but I need my wife. Thank you, honey. So, yeah, right here, she's still wet sanded. She coming behind. That's the inside that we stripped. Now everything is wet, dried. We came back later and blowed everything out. I'm mixing the seal real good. You got a 50-50 mix, 50-50 mix with this sealing lock, wet it, ultra wet, 50-50 mix. And right here, I'm gonna go ahead and start sealing, man. So we go east to west, and on the second, on the flood, I go east to west, or is that north, south, whatever way. I go this way, and then when we come back, this is the flood coat. This is the coat that you want to get down good inside of the joints. You want to get your first flood coat down in your joints. So you want to be close to the concrete and kind of going slow. That's why you have to have the right product, because if you don't have the right product, you will run out. So the first coat is a flood coat. You want to get the seal down inside of the joints real good. And then the second coat, we go the opposite direction. So my wife is going to do the second coat, and she's going to go in the opposite direction from what I went. So that'll go ahead and top off everything that I did. So here she go, going opposite. And that's it, man. That's it, y'all. That's it. And it's the end result. Look how popping them. Ooh, tomorrow that's going to be popping. Ooh. Miracle Pressure Washer, man. Y'all like and subscribe, man. Like and subscribe. Love y'all. Bless.